behind this morning, but we're still in pretty good shape, I think, for the day. Welcome to Morning Ritual for Guitar Growth. I'm Jason Carey, and I'll be your host this morning. If you're just tuning in, welcome aboard, and let's just get this adjusted so that we can kind of all see what's going on with the guitar together. All right, nice to see you. And let's see what we've got going on this morning. If you stick around, I encourage you to stick around. We've got some really good stuff going on this morning. It's just our morning ritual. It's just that we good morning. I have Kevin, Marlon, FF Horror Fan. Yeah, good morning. I'm running just a tiny bit behind this morning. Bernard, good morning. Had a really busy weekend. How was your weekend? Jimmy Bob. Good morning, Jimmy Bob. I'm Jason. What's your name? And thanks for being here. If you're just tuning in, go ahead and smash that like button. We're actually working on a morning ritual for guitar growth. Good morning. Robbie Smith, good morning. Just here and just getting tuned up here. Oh yeah, yep. Having a tough time with the weather. We're getting that weather today. Started overnight. Started a yoga routine again, so back on the yoga path, which is good. Found a great new playlist artist on a couple live streams and invited them to visit, look for a few new faces. Cool, good thinking. Thank you very much. The more the merrier. And what I'm doing is I'm just tuning, never hit the tuning fork on anything that's sort of like metal, because it will chip away a little bit at a time, and the tuning fork will just go out of tune. But what we're doing is just simply just getting that ball end on the top of the guitar, and that will resonate, that A 440 cycles per second. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. Hey, morning. Great to have you with us this morning. And we're going to start tuning up. I wanted to start early. Like, if you have an intention, now is a good time for setting your intention for, maybe you have something that you're, like a really large project that you're working on. And as we meditate our way through the guitar ritual this morning for morning warm-up and morning growth, we can set the intentions to overcome the, to complete the large, maybe we're going through a large process, or we want to, incorporate something new into our lives or your life, or the intention can be just something for you, okay? And we'll go ahead and get started with that. We'll think a little bit about the intention during the tuning process. And you'll notice that we're at 60 beats per minute. And I say that sometimes, I say sometimes that this live stream is not for everyone, but it actually does have something for everybody here. I think readiness has a lot to do with it. Whether we're ready to be here. we're tuned up. Good morning, Mr. Tortorello. Tune-up session this morning and just preparing our intentions for the day. We have our own intentions that we'd like to bring to the table, and you know, maybe we have a large-scale project that we're involved with, or some major change or some discipline that we wanted to add to our lives. And whatever your intention might be, now is a great time to set it for this stream. And we'll just go ahead and get working. We started with a little bit of some light breath work, and then we're starting with fingers 3 and 4 on frets 11 and 12. And we're going to start here today. We have a couple of new things. So we're just taking it easy. It's a Monday morning, super easy. And just if you're feeling like the weekend, got the fingers sort of like unpracticed, we've got you. Don't worry about that. We'll get going together. So we'll start nice and easy with this quick walk through fingers 3 and 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a, you know what to do. E and a. It feels like, if it feels like that 60 beats per minute is a little fast this morning, we'll just go ahead and breathe in through the nose and make sure that we're breathing out long, good quality breaths. Good morning again, Anthony. Nice to see you here. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. And Lit Boy, welcome back. Louis, what do you play next? Can you play electronic guitar? Yes, we can, absolutely. I give you $10. I'm still waiting for my whole song. Which song are you waiting for? I think I missed something. Alright, we're going to complete fingers 3 and 4, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at 2 and 3. 1 E and a 2 and a T E and a 4. Same frets, 11 and 12. Oh, arms wide open. That's right. That's a great song. What a great song. Luis, flamenco. Yeah, good. So I'm absorbing your words and your approach. If you're just tuning in, I wanted to welcome you to the morning ritual for guitar growth. And this is simply exactly what the title suggests. It's a morning ritual which occurs every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's a ritual in the sense that we're covering warm-ups for the purpose of personal growth and guitar growth. So if you're here, if you are interested in you're a guitar player or an instrumentalist of any kind, this is a great chromatic-style warm-up session for all of us, which sometimes we could overlook pretty easily, you know. So this is just a warm-up session, and I would definitely encourage you to stick around because there's some monumental growth happening all through this live chat. Fingers 1 and 2 on 11 and 12 one more time. A 1 E and a 2 E and a T E and a Fo. We're finishing up with the contiguous 2-finger patterns. And so what we'll be doing is walking up one position, descend the position, walk down a pattern, walk up the pattern, and then descend the position, descend the pattern, descend the position, ascend the pattern. So it's a bit patternistic, and this is specifically engineered to get the fingers sort of woken up every morning, to wake up the hands on both hands, whether it's speaking the fretboard language or the picking hand language. This is specifically designed to get both of those languages speaking in synchronicity, which is a difficult thing for some of us to do. And moreover, once we begin calculating that accurately, which can take some time, which it really can take some time, then we start looking at the deeper things. Let's go ahead and stretch fingers 3 and 4 on frets 10 and 12. 1 and a 2 and a T, E and a Fo, E and a. Create arms wide open. I'm going to have to do that I'm going to have to dedicate a whole video to that, I think. That's a really great song, and I miss hearing that song, and I really appreciate you bringing that up the other day. So I'm working on stretches between fingers 3 and 4. And I'm continuing to work with breath. And I'm continuing to monitor posture and then any tightness in my lower back. And I'm continuing to do yoga. I've reestablished a yoga practice so that I can strengthen my core and start preparing myself for long distance jogging or long distance running again. So I'm really getting into spring. We're really getting ready to start hitting the ridge lines, and really we've got a lot of really good hills to climb around here. So just getting ready for that. You never know where the next morning ritual is going to be filmed. You know what I mean? It could be filmed on the top of a peak in the Appalachian Trail. So let's take a look. Fingers 10 and 12 on fingers 2 and 3. 1 E and a 2 E and a T, E and a Fo, E and a. Chevelle, hey, Chevelle's back. Good morning. You still need to teach me how to play it. As soon as I get a guitar, I'm going to come right back. I would do it. Yeah, I'm from America, from the Northeast. Oh, Rizzle. So you guys. On the channel for some lessons on specific songs yet already. Sound like mayonnaise. That's interesting. Yeah, I never thought about what mayonnaise might sound like. So let's go ahead and take a look at fingers 1 and 2 on frets 10 and 12. And if you're here, welcome to the morning ritual for guitar growth. And it's specifically designed 1 E and a 2 E and a T, E and a Fo, E and a. So we're working through just some programmatic, a morning ritual. So I'd encourage you to stick around. Definitely bring a guitar. If you're pre-guitar or you're away from your guitar, this is also something that we can do. Like I'm on position number 4 right now, and then I'm going to come down position number 3. And then I can basically do this thing without the guitar as long as my fretboard is my thumb, then I can basically do this even without a guitar. So position number 2, descending. So this is a good thing to be aware of. We don't always need a guitar in hand to practice the guitar. And we can talk a little bit more about that today if you are interested. But if you are here, definitely bring your guitar. There's a little something for everyone here. The motivated guitarist, the guitar practitioner seeking to become more efficient and more effective and more targeted in their playing. What we're trying to do is stretch the body, get ourselves ready for the guitar day. So that's what I'm doing this morning, and I welcome you to hang out while we do this. All right, so let's go ahead and use fingers. I'm going to have fingers 2 and 4, and I'll go ahead and stretch those out. So frets 9 and 12. And if you've been here, you know what's going on, you know the drill, and then we're just going to start working 9 and 12 with fingers 2 and 3, and then we'll come back and do 9 and 12 with fingers 1 and 3. So non-contiguous fingers and a stretch. 1 E and a 2 E and a you know what to do. Waka, waka, I'm just going to say waka. Detroit here, I'm in Washington State, lit boy. Yeah. How do you get there? Oh, yeah, I think it has to do with posture. Now, what we're doing here, this is still like a little bit of a stretch for me, so I'll have to edit my posture a little bit. Pull my elbow closer to my rib cage, and that will allow my finger to stretch that direction that I need. But as I start to come up, reascend the position on the neck, my elbow can start becoming untucked from the rib cage. And I certainly appreciate all of your support and all of your kind words. I definitely, Hey, Raul, good morning. 7:30. Wait a minute. 7:30 is our time, right? 1 E and 2 E and a T. I forget. Here we go. Fingers 1 and 3. 1 E and a 2 E and a T E and a 4. You play, I will sing. Oh, good idea. It's only 4 a.m. on the West Coast. Hey, Raul. Oh, you know what? We're on daylight savings time here now. That's okay. So yeah, we have this thing where we switch. Yeah, daylight savings time. So we're an hour ahead of where we usually are. You're right, Raul. I didn't even think that would have. I live in my own little world sometimes, so that's probably what's going on. So I apologize for that. I didn't even think to account for that. So you're correct. And I'm glad that you found us, Raul. Man, boy, doesn't that screw things up for a lot of people. Well, relatively speaking. All right, so we're at, where are we at now? 2 fingers. We did all of the edits we're going to do for 2 fingers. Let's go ahead and use the 3 finger group. Fingers 2, 3, and 4, and we'll start right away. 1 E and a 2 E and a T E. After this, we'll stretch. 9, 10, 11, and 12, and then descend the position. We're using fingers 2, 3, and 4. Nice, good quality breaths going here. The breath is super important. Oh, please, let's do the Creed song. Let's show them how good you are. All right. Savings time. It's like, it's an issue where some of us want more daylight and some of us want to be able to drive our kids to school in the light, you know what I mean? So it's a 50-50 issue. So it hasn't been changed. Some of us are trying to change it, and some of us appreciate where it is, and I didn't realize it was going to impact us, so I guess I should put a note out there. So if you do have questions or you do have comments, you can always head on over to my, you can comment under the videos, number one, You can use the live chat number 1, number 2, and then we can also head on over to the YouTube, the community posts tab on this channel, and then I'll have news and updates there for us too. So 1E and a 1 and 2 and 3, 3E and a go. Yeah, we'll have updates there. Thank you for letting me know about that, Raul, because that's really good to know. Good morning, Dan. Travansky. Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of trolling you mean, but I mean, you're welcome to do whatever you feel is consistent with a morning ritual for guitar growth. Okay. I mean, I don't know how you troll. I guess you can fish around in the live chat as long as what we've done is created the culture of respect here and all of the. So what I'd say, Travansky, is if you wanted to join in, bring your guitar and jump on board with us so that we can all play guitar together. And this is where we take a quick break. So what we're going to do is straight elbow if you haven't been here before, and then we're going to just pull back, draw back, not pull. We don't want to create any micro tears in the tendons here, but we are just pulling back on the, just 15 clicks here. Good solid breathing. Focused, intentional breathing. And then back down. Focused, intentional breathing. All right, next arm. Everything I do on one arm, I do on both, and this feels great. This feels really good. Coming back to the, just coming back to where we're headed after this. We're coming back to another 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4 exercise, and then a 1, 3, 4 exercise. So we're going to take a quick look at some additional 3 finger, 3 attacks. Exercises. So we're just going to jump right back into those, and the next 8 clicks, 6, good breathing, good posture, and just to say good morning body, good morning guitar body. And we'll start these right here. We'll start these like this. Instead of ascending and then descending, why don't we go ahead and just keep going 1, 2, 4 every time. And this will be a little bit more of a challenge for me because I typically like to ascend a position and descend the next position pattern. So this will be just a little bit of a chore to think about and to focus on. So 1, 2, 4, which is frets 9, 10, 8, and 12. This is an exercise, you know, that a lot of us use. Petrucci, Steve Vai, like the Mancusos, everybody sort of uses these sort of breakdowns, these sort of permutations, and so we're borrowing from these warm-up regimens that have been existing from, you know, time immemorial. We'll start now at 9, 10, and 12. 1E and a 2Z and a you know what to do Z. certainly would love to have you join us with the guitar and work through some breath work and tune-up work. And over the span of the year, I'm just here simply to improve myself and improve my guitar work and improve my guitar practice. So I thought maybe others would want to follow along for a period of time. You can drop in and drop out, drop in and jump out, or you could just follow along for the entire year if you'd like, and take a look at where that brings us. Does that 260 hours give us a sizable amount of guitar, a justifiable amount of guitar gain? And in my opinion, it absolutely does. 1E, and it'll be fact. It will become fact after the end. When we reach the end of 2025, it will become fact that we have gained high levels of technical proficiencies. You know, we've definitely improved our proficiency. 1, 3, and 4, same thing. Starting in position number 9. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. Here we go. 1 and a 2E and a TE and a faux E. Oh, I start over again. I kind of just work that 1, 3, 4 is just really whooping me this morning. So let's try it. 1E and a 2E and a you know what to do. Added a little bit of palm mute here to provide for a warmer tone. Smash that like button. That's right. You guys coach me up on how to do this. Just super controlled fret hand and super controlled picking hand movement is really what we're looking for. Hey, guitar for everyone. Yeah, that's good. All right. Let's go ahead and start on fingers. What did we do? We already did those. Man, we're really making some good progress this morning. Let's go ahead and start on frets 9, 10, 11, and 12. And this is where I'm headed next. We're just going to activate all 4 fingers, and then we're going to come back and then use the same fingers, but add a 4th finger stretch. And then we're going to come back and revisit this with a 1st finger stretch back, okay? So we're starting at 9, 10, 11, and 12, and we're running that pattern now. So 1E and a 2E and a you know what to do. Nice, easy, duple meter, like a duple binary breakdown. So down, up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and even on each hand. And so I'm really working on sensitivity and finding my way to a nice, when I move from one string to the next, I want to be there with the same dynamic pick stroke. I don't want to get excited and hurry to get to the next string, but I want to breathe. I want to be ready and be there. With whether it's the fourth finger or the first finger getting there. Patrick. Good morning, Patrick. Hey, Jefferson Farfan, smooth. Yeah, I might be missing some comments here and there. My focus is to just maintain forward momentum. So let me just explain to you what I am doing here and what the rest of us in the live chat appear to be doing here. This is I wanted to welcome you to a morning ritual for guitar growth. Happens every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which, Eastern Standard Time is the kicker because right now we're in daylight savings time, so that could be a real change for some of us. And let's go ahead and take a look at fingers 1, 2, 3 and stretch 4. So we're using 9, 10, 11, and 13. Okay? 1E and a 2E and a TE and a 4E. So if you're just tuning into this morning ritual for guitar growth, my recommendation would be, if you are tuning in for the first time, to just stick around for a few minutes. Just stick around for a little bit, for a wee bit, and see what it is that we're up to. And if you are here because you're a guitar player, you are a guitarist or a guitar practitioner, this is definitely for you. This is our wake-up call. This is what we are going to do every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the entire year of 2025. And this buys us 260 hours of seat time with the guitar, running some finger stretchy exercises and some coordination speed drills, scalar drills, and it affords us the ability to learn how to fish instead of being given fish. So this is an important thing for me that I don't get to share with my private students a whole lot, because when we're doing private, when we're paying for the 45-minute session, I want to just try to provide answers to your questions. Do you know what I mean? I want to provide answers to I want to directly focus on your goals and then develop an individual curriculum for your path forward. So this is just a general curriculum that works for every guitar player, in my opinion. Once again, and this is all in my own little opinion, but I have trained thousands of guitar players. So fingers 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 on 1, 9, 10, 11, 12. But not that means anything, because but I think most of them are really great people, and some of them are super exceptional people. And so we're using frets 8, 10, 11, and 12. 1E and a 2E and a you know what to do. Yeah, the daylight savings time really is whipping me a little bit. And we're descending, just super smooth, trying to work on that picking hand technique. Does the pick meet the string at the same time, or just slightly after the fret hand fingers change? So we want to really get that timing dialed in, and if I'm really working on timing, like really working on providing a positive assurance that the pick is connecting with the string at the right time, I'll do like 1 attack per beat. And And I'll just go through a little bit of an exercise where I'm focusing on that. Just so if you're new here, you can see from whence we've come, from where we came, right? And so we're working on nice tone. We're trying to fret the string in the middle of, just behind each fret, so that we don't get those little buzzes that we are trying to omit at this moment. But sometimes we want the buzzes on the guitar string because we're playing in a band, a cover band or something. But it really does matter what we are trying to accomplish for a tone. So this is basically just here to set the standard. I need to stretch one more time. All right, so we're going ahead. I'm going to take a look at C, straight elbow, 15 clicks here, 15 here, 15 clicks here and here. And then I'm going to just take a quick scan through the chat here just to see where we're at. I don't want to fall too far behind. Neck is a little stiff this morning. Guitar, I think time change surprised me yesterday. Some of our communities in places that don't have daylight savings. Yeah, that's correct. Since I missed the weekend, I used your channel to learn a few songs over the weekend. Very good tutorials. Oh, hey, FF Horror fan. Anything, if you'd like to see any of those tutorials come to life and be realized, if you have a request for songs that should be here, this is a great place to enter those requests right here, because you never know, the team we might put those into production, and we'll take a look at breaking those down, and that's really interesting for me, is when I want to learn a song, usually something about that song, the sound or the technique or the scales being used, or the something about the song has drawn me to the song. And when I learn how to play a song for the first time and have it sound like the record, it is like nothing else. Like the gratification that comes with that is just super rewarding. So I definitely appreciate those suggestions and requests coming through the chat for certain. So a nice stretch, and then we're actually right on time with the stretches. Usually I try to run a little bit behind on stretches or even omit them, but every 15 minutes I really try to stretch every 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. Keeping a program tight that way is really important, especially if we're going to practice, 5, 6, 7 hours, 8 hours a day. Or be with the guitar for that long. Posture, get up and move around, go grab an apple or something like that. Do some stretch, get the yoga in, and such a great place for newbies. Oh, Jefferson Farr fans, newbie. All right. Well, how did you know how to call me uncle? That's funny. So I just kind of funny how a new person is calling me uncle now. That's kind of funny. It's cool. I appreciate it. And the chickens go to bed at 8 p.m. Yeah, that's right. Such a great place for newbies, Jason from Jefferson. Yeah, all right. I was thinking this week could be construed as Jazz Week, maybe. I'm not sure. We used to have Jazz Week at university, and we'd work for a semester to get all of our songs together. And then it would come to the end of the semester to Jazz Week. And the university would open up to the public, and the public would come and enjoy the fruits of the semester's labor. Really good cultural experience. But I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Jazz Week could be good. How many times a day do you think about the Roman Empire? That's funny. Jim, what's going on? I think about Honeybee Empire. Good, yeah. I first picked up a guitar at age 15 because Dave Matthews. Oh, yeah, I do a few Dave Matthews tunes on my channel. Some of the older ones are pretty funny and crazy. I forget all of those tunes. Let's see. I think you don't want to. Thinking is a tool. I don't want to overuse it. Yeah, you don't want to dull it, right? All right. So let's go ahead and just get back into the 1, 2, 3, 4 exercises. I wonder if Denim Dennis has done any gigs over the weekend. All right. 4 tanks per beat, 60 beats per minute. 1 E and a 2 E and a D E and a 4 E and we're doing the old ascend 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then reverse the pattern 9, 10, 11, and 12, and then descend the position 12, 11, 10, 9, no 11, 10, 9, 8, and then 11, 10, 9, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's a really basic pattern. But it's a little bit of a tongue twister, so if we want to come back and after this live chat airs, we'll go ahead and re-release it on demand, so you can come back to 42 minutes into the video and kind of just play it at half speed and just kind of watch it play along, and down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a T E and a 4 E and a... Take, that's a good one. Yeah, what a great song. Great stretch practice song. Oh, yeah, it is, right. Yeah, good idea. Morning, just. All right, so let's go ahead and four middle strings. Let's go up to fret 12. We'll give ourselves a little bit more bass to jump on here. 12, 13, 14, 15. Ready? 2, T, 4. Satellite in my eye. Someone secrets you've seen, eyes and ears have been. Satellite. All the way up to position 12 again, and then back to the four bottom strings, so string grouping number 3. Very good breathing in and steady breathing out. Oh, really? There's too drunk to play very well. Wow. Yeah, that can if you're playing for tickets you sold, you know, it's kind of your job to be able to perform a good show. You know what I mean? That's kind of like the whole point. If you're selling tickets, maybe just kind of keep yourself together enough to do that. Do a good show. Music business 101. You know what I mean? Guitar for everyone. I used to play ants marching live. I knew my buddy who played fiddle and duo. Oh, yeah, right on. 1 and a 2, and we're using this minor pentatonic shape. I'm just going to continue going through my usual warm-up sequence, and I'm going to postpone making this week about any theme other than this is warm-up theme week, right? So flat 7 1 1 3 5 flat 7 1 1 flat 3 5 flat 7, and then we go up 1/2 step. 5 flat 3 1 flat 7 5 flat 3 1 1 flat 3 5 flat 7 1 flat 3 5 flat 7 5 flat 3 1, and then flat 7 5 flat 3 1. Okay, that's what's going on here. 4 attacks per beat. 1 E and a 2 E and a D E and a 4 E and a... Yeah, I was thinking about that with another music writer friend of mine, and writes for some national publications and does some like really, he's a great thinker when it comes to that, and I think music is a higher place, right? Like that David Crosby song, Higher Place, you know, it's something that is not to be intermingled with politics. I think it's, I mean, if you want to take your pay, if you want to get paid whatever to endorse a political opinion and share your political opinion over the top of your musical efforts, if you want to just take your entire life's work and squander it by laying a political opinion over the top of your musical work, you know, Bob Dylan was really good at doing the thing, saying the thing, but not necessarily like buying either side. He was able to share with us both sides of the coin through, you know, the sort of the observer's lens, I think, much of the time. And that's part of the greatness of his effort, I think. And I think it's too bad that, you know, it's too bad that sometimes it's, you know, but it is what it is. It's what we do as humans. We're human, and we're full of fallen man syndrome, aren't we? So we'll just try to make the best out of it. I want to come from the position, so another thing that I'm going to work on today is just right hand over the chords. Now I'm working G minor or B flat major now, but I'm working these Ted Green chords. I'm parallel planing these through B flat major scale. So I'm starting with G, with G has a flat 7 and a flat 3 and a 4 on the top. So I'm using G, F, B flat. Oh, here's the shape. G, F, B flat, and then C on the top. So maybe this does end up being Jazz Week, I'm not sure. But it is what it is. You can use this for any genre. This is the beautiful thing about music, is we can talk about the things that supersede politics, the things that will always be, that have always been. The eternal now, you know, it's real simple to do. And sometimes I'm guilty as anybody else letting those things creep in and getting in my way, and because I'm human, I'm not the perfect human. But I do try, you know what I mean? I do repent, I do all that stuff. So I've got, now relating to G to B flat major, because we're in G relative minor or G minor pentatonic. are working on, you know, B flat major scale, so I should at least play that one time. Oh, B flat major, here we go. Not B flat Lydian, but B flat major. All right. Little Red Riding Hood. Right, so we're looking at basically that same relative minor sound. But now we're using 1 flat, 7, flat 3, and then the 11 on the top, or the 4, add 4. The 11, we'll call it 11. Now we're just parallel planing those intervals up through the notes in B flat major scale. So we're moving from this shape to this shape, to then B flat major is going to use, instead of flat 7 and flat 3, we're going to use the major 7 and the major 3, and then the 4, the natural 4, right? Back to 6. So I'm going to use 6. This is the 6 or relative minor, and then down to the 5, which is Mixolydian with an added natural 4. And then Lydian with major 7 with an added sharp 11. The 3 with minor 7, add 11. Minor 7 with added 11. One major 7 with the added natural 11, which is not really all that common. Good to know how to do it though in case of parallel playing for purposes of melodic presentation. 9 somewhere here, right? There is you, that's correct. You know, just be of service instead of reigning over the thing, being reign about the thing. Being of service is good. So I wanted to thank you for still hanging around here today. We're nearing the end of our morning ritual for guitar growth. This Monday morning, March 10th, we're into our January, February, March, well into our 3rd month. And I think what I'm going to do is work on expanding some of these Ted Green voicings in the last quarter of these rituals this week. So it will be quasi jazz week. So thank you very much for all of your insights and being here to share this time with me. And I'm just going to wait. Treetop Flyer, I know it's in Ben Suzanne tuning or something. It's called, oh yeah, right on. Treetop Flyer. So if you do have questions, go ahead and leave them in the live chat or comments of these videos, and we'll see you again. I'm just going to wait for our good friend and timekeeper Kevin to say he is taking off for the day, but I really wanted to practice some gratitude. Oh, here we go. Have a great day, everybody, until tomorrow. So thank you very kindly for all being here. I know the time change is a little bit of a trick for everybody, but we'll see you again tomorrow, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, which does include one of those hour jump aheads, you know, so what I mean. It'll be a little early for some of us, but thanks for being here nonetheless, and we'll see you again tomorrow. And until we meet again, happy